Hi, very good morning.
Good morning, Arvind, Induja, Ranjit, Swastik, Vijendra Sharma.
Yeah. Hi, good morning, Maha.
Good morning, all of you. Yeah. So, what was the last class? What we have done, we have discussed in the last session is what is DevOps. We have discussed about what is DevOps.
Maha, sorry to interrupt. This is my first class actually. This session I've joined today, so can you please give a little bit like what you have discussed exactly?
Yeah, I can do. Please follow me. Yeah. So in the last session, we understood very clearly what is DevOps. We understood. Today, we focus on what is cloud, what is multi-cloud. So what is the relation between DevOps versus cloud? So these are all things which we are discussing for today. Tomorrow onwards, we're starting our practical sessions. So we are starting our regular session start from tomorrow. Today also demo. So some of the new students, let them get benefit. That's what. So please be repeat again within 5 to 10 minutes, just overview of the last class. Then we will move forwarding into the our class. Okay. Our today topic. Okay, please. So first, what I have asked you in the last question, what are the first thing which we have discussed in the last session? I asked you 3 questions. Which are all those guys, please? What is an application? Second, what is a server? And what is SD? We call as an application. That application we're gonna be placed on servers. Once if it is placed on servers, we can access our internet as a website like a Flipkart or Amazon, whatever may. Guys, please let us repeat again, please. What is an application? The working software which is written any programming language like Java, .NET, Python. That once if it is an that implementation of the software, we're gonna be placing on server side. Once if it is placed on server side, we can access our internet as a website. Clear? Sir, what about SDLC? SDLC is nothing but a software development lifecycle. In our SDLC, in software development lifecycle, we have several stages and several phases like analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. We have several stages and phases. By following these are all the stages and phases, we can able to produce an application for doing a business in internet like Flipkart, Redbus, and whatever may. But if you want to build a Redbus kind of application to the client, so what are the first step, guys, please? Analysis means gathering information from the client, how exactly the login page, registration page, payment gateway, each and everything will be gather based on gathering information. Based on gathering information. So our architects will be design. Design is nothing but a plan. According to the planning, our developers will implement the lines of code. Our developers will implement the lines of code by using Java.NET, Python. Once if it is in implement, whether it is working or not, our tests will be verified. Functionality, whether login page is working or not, registration page is working or not. It will be thoroughly verified. If there is an error, there is no bugs, then we are going to be placing our applications on hundreds of servers. Once if it is placed on hundreds of servers, we can access our internet as a website like Flipkart or Amazon. Once if it is in access, whether it is working or not, we're going to be monitor and maintenance. This entire process, which you are calling as what? Software development lifecycle. Software development lifecycle, yes, please. In software development lifecycle, if you are a software engineer, directly, indirectly, you are part of it. If you are a developer, can write the lines of code. If you are a tester, can verify the functionality. But if you are a DevOps engineer, what exactly you are gonna be? So first, what is DevOps? The combination of software development plus operation we call as what? DevOps. That means our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what? Operation. So in our DevOps process, we are part of coding, building, testing, release, deploy, operation, monitoring. But to be frankly, we are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. But is DevOps is a technology like Java, .NET, Python? No. DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is a process. DevOps is an automated process. While implementing this an automated process, we are following some set of rules and regulations and which you are calling methodology or principles. But let me explain with an example. For example, let's say if the developers are keep on writing lines of code, these lines of code we're gonna be making working software. We're gonna be delivering into the production environment within a shortest time with high quality, with low cost is nothing but what exactly are DevOps transparent pipeline. Okay. But if you are a DevOps engineer, when you are getting into the company, what is an exactly major role? What is an exactly major role? You're gonna be replacing complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. Complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. Sir, what is an exactly complex pipeline? Our SDLC process is a complex pipeline. Our DevOps is a transparent pipeline. So why we are calling SDLC as a complex? Because of it is a manual process. Due to this manual process, from analysis to design, design to implementation, implementation testing, testing to deploy, deploy to maintenance, due to this manual process. So if we got an issue, any problem in middle of the process, for identification, it will take long time. For resolving issues, it will take long time. That means definitely cost will be increased, the quality will be decreased. The cost will be increased, the quality will be decreased. And moreover, customer is also not satisfied. That is the reason to overcome this problem, we're going to be replacing with what are DevOps, an automated process. In this DevOps process, everything is transparent, everything is an automated. Everything is transparent, everything is an automated. Due to this transparent, due to this an automation, even though if you got an issue, any problem, For identification, it will take identification is very easily, and we can able to resolve issues as soon as possible. That means the cost will be reduced and quality will be increased, and moreover, customer also satisfied. That is the reason we are gonna be replacing complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. But actual DevOps transparent pipeline is look like this. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, we have a plan, coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, operations. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what? Operation. Means we are part of coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, operation. But to be frankly, we are not part of planning. We are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. An automated DevOps transparent pipeline. While implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline, how exactly we can able to implement this DevOps transparent pipeline? While implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline, we're gonna be using tool stack. Which are all the tools you're gonna be learning? Git, we are gonna be learning. GitHub, GitLab. Maven, we are gonna be learning. Jenkins, we are gonna be learning. JFrog, we are gonna be learning. And SonarQube, we are gonna be learning. And Ansible, we are gonna be learning. AWS and Microsoft Azure. These two clouds we're gonna be learning. Docker, Kubernetes, Elk, and Grafana, Terraform. These are all the tools. But how, sir? How exactly we can able to use these are all the tools in our process? Let us understand step by step, please. So first we are going to be discussing about Git. First we are going to be discussing about Git. Git is a version control. All are developers lines of code. What exactly written by developer? Writing is responsible by the developer, but not by you. Once if it is written by developer, those lines of code we are going to be maintaining by Git as a version control. Once if it is maintained, those lines of code we're going to be execute. We need to build by helping of Maven. Maven is a build tool. It is always produce an active factor. It helps to manage dependencies cases. It helps to manage dependencies case, please. And so then we're gonna be learning Jenkins. Jenkins is a CI tool. So whatever the lines of code continuously writing by all the developer, those lines of code we're gonna be maintenance. Once if it is maintenance, we're gonna be integrate continuously by helping of Jenkins. So continuously integrating all our developers lines of code. Jenkins is a CI automation tool. By helping of Jenkins, so we are going to be integrating continuously and delivering our working software. Delivering our working software. So the entire CI/CD process, which we can able to implement by helping of Jenkins only. But by after successful implementing CI/CD, continuous integration, so by executing test cases, which is written by testers, by executing test cases, making working software and continuously delivering into where exactly into the release. Release is nothing but what? JFrog. JFrog is a release. JFrog is a release. So it's going to be maintenance or var file, the components, the var file. So the stable builds, it's going to be maintaining by JFrog. And we're going to be learning SonarQube. SonarQube is a code analyzer, whether the developers are following standards or not, whether the developers are using the right functions or not. Our Sonar Cube will be analysis and it will be statistics. How exactly developers are writing, how accurately a developers are writing code, how much percent of out of 100%. And it will statistics also. So by helping of Git, GitHub, GitLab, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, and Ansible, AWS, Docker, Kubernetes, Elk Elastic Logstack, Kibana. Sorry, repeat again. Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog. By helping of these are all the tools, we are gonna be implementing our continuous integration, continuous delivery. This entire CI/CD process, which we can able to implementing by helping of these tools. Once if it is in implement, so from release in a particular maintenance window, we're gonna be placing our applications on hundreds of servers. How exactly we can able to automate these hundreds of servers? By helping of Ansible. Ansible is a configuration management tool. By helping of Ansible, we are gonna be replacing a manual process with automated process on a hundreds of servers. But these hundreds of servers from where exactly we can able to get it? Either by AWS or my Microsoft Azure. Yeah, we can able to get it either from physical environment, virtual environment, or from cloud. But which cloud we are going to be learning? Multi-cloud. AWS we are going to be learning, and Microsoft Azure also we going to be learning for getting infrastructure and hundreds of servers for placing our applications. Repeat again. So whatever hundreds of servers, these hundreds of servers, we can able to get it from cloud. On top of cloud, we can able to create an automation by helping of Amazon. So not only placing our websites on cloud, we can able to place our websites on Docker containers also. What is an exactly Docker container? The Docker container is an isolated area, which you can place our websites very easily with low cost, with high quality. For example, let's say we have a container. By using this container, we can able to transport anything like any goods and services, whatever may be. It's very easily with low cost, with high quality. The same way, how you are using this container, same way, we can use a Docker container, but here is we are deploying a Java application like a Flipkart or Amazon, Java, .NET, Python, any kind of websites we can able to deploy on Docker container. What is a Docker container, please? Docker container is an isolated area, which you can place our websites very easily on Docker container with low cost with high quality. But these Docker containers we can able to manage by Kubernetes. Kubernetes is an orchestration tool. By helping of Kubernetes, we can manage or control all our Docker containers. How exactly this ship can manage, can control all our containers the same way. By helping of Kubernetes, we can able to manage or control all our Docker containers. And we're gonna be learning ELK, Elastic Logstack Kibana. By helping of ELK, Elastic Logstack Kibana, we can able to monitor our application, whether it is working properly or not, how exactly the performance, and each and every action in generating a logs, those logs will be monitored and it will give statistics and reports. And we're gonna be learning Terraform. So we're gonna be learning Grafana and Terraform. Grafana is a monitoring tool, and we're gonna be learning Terraform. Terraform is a cross-cloud platform. By helping of Terraform, we can able to create infrastructure in multi-cloud, either AWS or Azure or a Google. Terraform is a cross cloud platform. So by helping of these are all the tools. Which are all the tools, guys? Please let it be listed down. Git, GitHub, GitLab, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Ansible, AWS, Microsoft Azure, Docker, Kubernetes, Calistri, Logstash, Kibana, Grafana, Terraform. By helping of these are all the tools, we are gonna be implementing our DevOps transparent pipeline. It is look like this one of the project which we are gonna be implementing like this. Got it very clearly. So by helping of these all the tools, we are going to be implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. While implementing, what happened? The developers are keep on writing lines of code. These lines of code, we are going to be making working software. We're going to be deploying our applications on production server within a shortest time with high quality, with low cost, with low failure rate is nothing but what exactly our DevOps transparent pipeline. Great. But while implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline, we required infrastructure also. Sir, what is infrastructure? First of all, let me know what is an application. Please, anybody help me? What is an application? Application is nothing but a website. As we understand in the beginning, the working software, which is written any programming language, we call as an application. I'll repeat again. Application is nothing but a website like a Flipkart or Amazon. But my question is, for maintaining a Flipkart kind of application, Redbus kind of application, what kind of infrastructure is it? What kind of infrastructure is required? So tell me. So what is infrastructure? What is infrastructure? For example, let's say I'm conducting this DevOps classes. So if you want to conduct this DevOps classes, what we have required? Laptop is required, network is required, internet is required, AC is required, and chairs are required, tables are required, fan, AC, projector, light. These are all infrastructure is required to conduct this DevOps class. Same way, for deploying this website, for placing or maintaining Flipkart kind of application, majorly, which are all infrastructures are required? Servers are required, and networks are required, storage is required, database is required, and so on. All major infrastructure is required. These are all major infrastructure is required for maintaining, for deploying our applications. For maintaining, for deploying our applications. Yes, please. But how many ways we can able to get this infrastructure? How many ways we can able to get this infrastructure? Yes, we can able to get this infrastructure from physical environment, from virtual environment, from cloud. Able to get a physical environment or a virtual environment or from cloud. But what is a cloud? So specifically, I'm asking you, please, what is a cloud computing? What is an exactly cloud computing? Cloud computing. So what is the cloud? What is the cloud computing? So let us understand, guys, please. So first, before understanding cloud computing, we should understand what is a data center. So what is an exactly data center? The huge computing power. The huge computing power, if we keep in, the huge computing power, if we keep in a big room, in a rack wise, we calling as a data center. Got it? The data centers are look like this one. The huge computing power, keeping in a rack wise in a big room, we calling as a data centers. From these data centers, if we can access or a control any kind of resource or a server, network, storage, database, our internet from a laptop is nothing but what exactly cloud computing is nothing but what exactly cloud computing is, please. Cloud computing. Clear, understood what is the cloud computing? Let us understand with our slides. Let it be open our slides. What is the cloud computing? What is the data center? The huge computing power. The huge computing power. If we keeping in a rack wise in a big room, we calling as a data center. These data centers are expand reason wide in a globally in so many places. Clear all of you, please. So this entire infrastructure, whatever infrastructure is an expanded globally in a region wide. Like Hyderabad is a region, Mumbai is a region, US, Oregon is a region, Singapore is a region. Likewise, in each and every region we have a availability zones. And each and every region we have a zones, guys, please. Availability zone. In the region we have a zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Zone is nothing but a data center is look like this. From this zone, from this data center, if we can access, if we can control any kind of resource over internet is nothing but what exactly cloud computing. Let us understand what is in exactly cloud computing. So the remote placed resources such as servers, network, databases, storage, and whatever may be, if we can access from this data center, our internet from a laptop is nothing but what exactly cloud computing. For our understanding, let us repeat again. So these are all cloud data centers. These are all cloud data center. In the data center, we have a huge computing power we have. So from these data centers, from this remote placed data center, resources such as servers, network, storage, databases, if we can able to access our internet or a control our internet from a laptop is nothing but what exactly the cloud computing. Cloud computing. But if you go for any cloud is a rental based infrastructure only. If you go for any cloud, it is a rental based infrastructure only. Rent infrastructure. So by using cloud, we are not buying anything. We're going to be getting a rental based infrastructure. So we are not buying anything. We are not maintaining any service. We're going to be getting rental based service from cloud. And whatever uses, we're going to be pay rent. Just like a car. I will give you an example you can understand very well. For example, let's say, if you want to go to the railway station by car, how many ways we can able to get a car? Two ways. Either you need to buy a new car or else a rental car. So tell me, just for reaching railway station, you want to buy a car or else book a Ola or Uber? A rental car. Please reply in the chat box, all of you. Please, quickly.
We will buy. We will go for rental car.
Rental car. Okay. So we'll book a rental car within 10 minutes. We'll get a car. We can able to getting into the car. Reach your railway station. Whatever tariff you need to pay it is not required to maintain a driver. Not maintain as a car. Driving license, pollution check, car seat copy. It is not required. Whatever tariff you need to pay it. So we're not a headache. We're not worry about car. We're not worry about driver. We're not worry about anything. Same way, just for deploying our application, what kind of infrastructure we require, we can able to get it from cloud. Get it from cloud as a rental based infrastructure only. So whatever infrastructure we can able to get a rental based on usage, we're gonna be pay rent. So we are not maintaining service, we're not buying a service, we're not paying an electricity bill, we're not maintaining any employees for salaries paying, housekeeping, so network storage, nothing, not required. Everything is it's a cloud. It's a remote placed. So we are gonna be getting infrastructure based on the requirement, and we are gonna be maintenance as service. But whatever tariff we need to pay at monthly basis. That's it. That is what exactly cloud. So repeat again. So cloud is nothing but what? Rental based infrastructure. Whatever infrastructure we can able to get it from, and we're gonna be pay rent. But we are not buying any server, we are not maintaining any service, we are not paying any salaries to the employees. So, but which cloud we're going to be learning? Which are all the leading cloud providers in the market? So, in the cloud, we have a multiple clouds we have, but the leading cloud providers are AWS, Microsoft Azure, and Google. But we are going to be learning in this course. AWS we are going to be learning, and Microsoft Azure also we're going to be learning. So, these two clouds we're going to be learning under this course. Under this course. Sir, why multi-cloud? So can't we learn AWS enough? No. Because of the companies are looking for multi-cloud nowadays. So for that, based on their requirement, based on their application, based on the price, based on the security, based on the performance. So based on a lot of reasons. Okay. But as a job holder, we are looking for working with the companies. Definitely, what they wanted, definitely we need to do that. If that's what we have to learn multi-cloud. One cloud is must. One cloud is must, no option for us. But if you are learning multi-cloud, definitely, so you are while getting a shortlisting of resumes, so opportunities, the company or work location benefits, definitely will be next. That's what we are learning multi-cloud. So there is no option for learning these two clouds, and Azure and AWS these two are very mandated to learn. That's what we have to learn multi-cloud. Azure, AWS, Google. Okay. But whatever infrastructure we are expecting, whatever infrastructure in expecting, like virtual machines, serverless computer, Docker, Kubernetes, file storage, database, everything we require. But this infrastructure, either we can able to get it from AWS, but that infrastructure is same, but naming conventions are different. But so if you want virtual machine, virtual server, okay. In AWS, we calling as the instance. In Google, we calling as a virtual machine. In Azure, VMs. So if you go for storage, you want the storage, you can able to get it from AWS, but here is we calling as a S3. In Google, cloud storage. In Azure, block storage. Naming conventions are different. Either we go for AWS or Google or Azure, we can able to get a same kind of infrastructure. Maybe pricing is different, maybe service is different. That is only different. But whatever infrastructure we require for maintaining our application, we can able to we can able to we can we can able to get it from cloud. we can able to get it from either AWS or a Google or Azure. So, yeah, got it very clearly. So, but that's what we're gonna be learning multi-cloud. For example, let's say I'll give an example, good example you can able to come to know, please. So somebody using Flipkart, somebody using Amazon, right? Am I right? Somebody using Snapdeal also. Maybe if you want to buy a shirt or pant, any kind of product, you may choosing Flipkart. But if you're asking, I am gonna be choosing Amazon. We can't decide, we can't be restrict. So all entire world gonna be using on a Flipkart buying on online. Only one. We can't be monopoly this. We can't make it as a monopoly, am I right? Okay, so we have a lot of options we have. Okay, based on the price. I'm comparing the price between these two websites. So which is the cheaper, which is the less cost, and which is a better quality, better cost, a better delivery. Then I can able to buy on top of the websites. The same product I can able to buy it in Amazon or else Flipkart also. That means we need to use, we should be use both, am I right? Flipkart we should be used and Amazon also we should be used. The same concept here also. Whatever infrastructure we required, yeah, based on the cost, based on the price, based on the quality. As a customer, as a product owner, as a business owner, I can choose either AWS or a Google or a Azure. Maybe I'm gonna be getting servers from AWS. Maybe I'm gonna be getting storage from Google. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna be getting Docker services, Kubernetes from Azure. Okay. So that's what multi-cloud. Multi-cloud. So what is an edge for learning multi-cloud, guys, please? So these are all the edge. Cost optimization, regularity, flexibility, scalability, risk management. These are all the things which we can able to. What are the benefits and opportunities of cloud, multi-cloud? Cost saving. By using multi-cloud, we can able to get a save the cost, better flexibility, better reliability, better performance, improve the security. These are all the reasons we should moving into the multi-cloud. But sir, how to handle multi-cloud? See, yeah. So we are handling some services in AWS, some services in Google, some services in Azure. But how to handle all these things? Is there any common place? Yes, we have a common place for Terraform. Terraform is a cross-cloud platform. By helping of Terraform, we can create infrastructure in any cloud, either AWS or Azure or a Google. Terraform is a cross-cloud platform. By helping of Terraform, we can create infrastructure either AWS or Azure or a Google in any cloud. So it is a common place for all Terraform. Just we are going to be writing scripts. By executing script, we can create a network, we can create application, we can create storage, we can create a network, we can create a cloud infrastructure, either AWS or Azure or a Google. And we can able to migrate from one cloud to another cloud very easily by helping of Terraform. By helping of Terraform. That's what we're going to be learning multi-cloud. Multi-cloud. Multi-cloud by either by using AWS or Microsoft Azure, we can able to get infrastructure. So on top of this infrastructure, we're gonna be placing our website. While placing our websites, we're gonna be implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. Got it very clear. So whatever the lines of code is written by developer, these lines of code, we're gonna be delivering, making working software, delivering into the production environment. So while delivering into the production environment, we require infrastructure. That's what we're gonna be getting that infrastructure either AWS or Azure or Google. On top of AWS infrastructure, on top of Azure infrastructure, we're gonna be implementing this an automated DevOps transparent pipeline, and easily we can able to deploy our application very easily with low cost with high quality. So this is what exactly for today's session. Got it? And tomorrow we're gonna be understanding what is the cloud, what is AWS, what is Azure, and which are all the services we learning AWS, what exactly we're gonna be learning in Azure. We're gonna be discussing and start practical. So how to getting into the AWS, how to create a service, how to use the service. We're gonna be start from tomorrow onwards, first regular class. And before taking your questions, somebody is new, let it be repeat again our course overview. Then I'll take your questions, please. What is in exactly the course overview? So totally how many courses we learning? 3. DevOps with multi-cloud, Azure administration, AWS administration. These three programs we're gonna be learning. For completing these 3 programs, so it will take 5 months of duration. So before joining, is there any prerequisition? Nothing. But Linux basics is required, shell script is required. If you don't know, very good, don't worry. I will take care of. No programming, Java, .NET, Python is not required. If you're already and you require a laptop with this minimum configuration, can join. That means you have a 8 GB 16. Yes, we can. i5, i7 also good, but should not be less than this. For daily practice, what I'm delivering practically in front of you, that will be recorded. I will be share you on a same day. Whatever I'm delivering practically in front of you, that will be recorded. Will share as I'll give an assignment daily basis. You need to implement in a laptop. So who can join in this course? Freshers can join in this course. Experienced students can join in this course. And any graduate can also join in this course. And which are all the benefits, guys, please, if you join in this course? Daily class recording videos after the payment. Via Google Drive, you can able to access. From date of registration, you're going to be accessing up to 11 months. Resume preparation, I'm going to be entering question and answers. For live real-time projects, I'm going to be providing with you. Soft materials, I'm going to be providing with you. Our course starts with basic, ends with what? Advanced level. And each and every class is a practical implemented, not like this PPT presentation. So starting with what, understanding the concept, diagrammatically explaining which are all the points and what are the commands I will write in front of you. The same thing which will be implemented on the same day itself in front of you in the cloud, either AWS cloud or Microsoft cloud, Azure cloud, in front of you practically. That will be recorded, I will share. But you need to promise yourself before joining in the session, 1 hour class, 1 hour class, 1 hour class, 1 hour class, and 2 hours for practice. You need to commit yourself. Daily 1 hour class, the timing will be 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. It is fixed. The classes are Monday to Saturday, Sunday is a holiday. If you have any Sunday class, I'll let you know before one day. Please, sometime optionally be conducting Sundays also because of timeline, duration of the course we need to complete. That's what. Sometime we conducting Sundays also, rarely. Monthly once, twice, that's it. If you want to talk to admin, call this number 9297 9297 Please be call this number and further communication. So payments, registrations, and links, payment recordings, and for further administration communication. Please, I'm gonna be share this number in the chat box. Please be used. Got it very clearly. Yeah, that's it, yes, please. Ranjit, thanks for your suggestion. Definitely, I'll do that. Definitely. Definitely, definitely. Ranjit, thanks for your suggestion. Yeah, yeah, great. Yeah, any questions, please? I love you. Aravind, Induja, Mukul, Sharma, Ranjit Reddy, Swastik Banerjee, Vijendra Sharma.
No question from my side, ma'am.
Do you have any question, Induja?
No, Maha, it is clear.
Thank you, thank you. Mukul Sharma. Ranjit, yeah. Ranjit, instead of repeating, I'll give the link. The previous class recording session recording link, I'll copy paste in the chat block. They will follow it. Yes, great. But somebody is missing they are feel bad. That's what I'm repeating. That's what's right. Then yeah, great. Yeah, great suggestion. I'll do that. Swastik, please.
No question from my side.
Yeah. Thank you, Swastik. Vijender Sharma, please.
So Maha, only you are sharing us the recording, or you have any other study materials related to the project?
Materials also. So whatever I'm writing, running class notes. So running class notes will look like this only. For example, let's say recordings I will share with via Drive. Okay, that is one thing. So materials I'm gonna be sharing, don't worry. For example, let's say, so we are going to be discussing diagrammatically this kind of class notes, what I'm delivering. So this kind of, I'm going to be writing each and every step. This class notes will be shared, running class notes, as well as I'm going to be sharing with the materials also. And one more thing, so in future, we are going to be writing some files also, manifest file, playbooks. Those things also will share. Okay, so in Ansible, for example, we're writing a manifest files like by using playbook, YAML, those things place. But I'm going to be writing a manifest file by using Kubernetes, by using JSON. We're going to be writing templates. These also I will share after. So running class notes also, I'm going to be writing in front of you. What is this? And I will share this also along with recordings also. Yeah, Vijendra.
Yeah, got it. Thanks.
It is a regular basis and not at a time. Every day keep on, for example, topic wise, project wise, task wise, it will be happening. Yeah, great. Yeah, that's it, guys. Please, who are interested, please do the registration, means do the payment, and let us continue by tomorrow. So this is, I give you an already number, please make it note this number also. So who are interested, please do the registration, do the payment, and continue. Tomorrow onwards, we starting with our regular sessions. Tomorrow onwards, we starting with what? Our practical regular sessions, guys, please. Thank you. Good. Thank you, guys. We will continue later.